Disability inclusive curriculum is important to teach children K through 12 about people like me and people with disabilities, and so hopefully in the future we won't be an afterthought. Hi, my name is Gabrielle Kenzy, and I am a student here at Millersville University, and I am a teacher candidate for art education as well as an inclusive education, and I will be graduating in May of 2022. It's important, I know, especially for me, because I was never taught about disability. I never really saw myself in the curriculum, so I never had any role models growing up with disabilities. Growing up, it would have been great to be like, oh, that person is disabled, I can do that too. If disability was more taught, it wouldn't be seen as a bad thing or something to pity. They're like everybody else, just maybe they get around differently or they learn differently. From my understanding, it's about teaching about disabilities through the lens of other people with disabilities. Like, it would be taught by people with disabilities to kind of educate students K through 12 about people with disabilities, but in a positive, in a positive light, instead of pitying them. They'll be like, people with disabilities can be successful and be in jobs like me, like educators and whatever they want to be. It's important because a lot of people, especially in my school, there was no education K through 12, so I got bullied a lot. And so I figured if maybe people knew about disabilities in a positive light, maybe bullying will go down, or at least being educated about disabilities. Not only that, but teachers can be educated about students with disabilities, so they know how to better work with them. This world is not made for people with disabilities, and I think if it's more brought to light at an early age, maybe they can grow up and help do something about it to help make a better world for people with disabilities and more accessible, because the world is not accessible physically and otherwise. In my sped class, Dr. Long, we were talking about people with disabilities and all the hurdles they have to go through, and a lot of the students were like, I never thought about that. I think when it comes to people with disabilities, it's not on their radar. Like I tell people, if you don't have a disability or if you don't have a loved one near you, you don't think about it. I feel like I'm constantly screaming into an abyss and no one's listening. So hopefully people are going to be listening now, because I'm just tired of fighting. Yeah. I'm tired of being an afterthought. I really need you to pass this bill so people like me can, and the children can also have full citizenship and no longer be an afterthought. I know me and countless of other people like me, we're tired of being an afterthought. It would be great to make it easier on us, because we deserve it. We deserve to have rights just like everybody else. Just because we have a disability does not mean that we are lesser than. Thank you so much for your consideration, and I will make a deal with you. You pass this bill, and I will teach it.